Good Thursday, everybody. Unless I post it online, and then good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, folks. As usual, it is the day where I just kind of vibe and play some Genshin Impact. Since there's not a lot going on in the world of Tevat at the moment, I thought I'ma just fuck around a little. Wait, how many seconds was that? How long before your stream starts are you allowed to curse again? And is it longer than 40 seconds? Oh well. Really? That was the wrong. Oh, I was pressing the wrong button, that's why. Alright. Let's start by starting to grind a little bit with an Oceanic Buzz, because I still need to do that. Let me actually make some food now that I'm here.
Stop right there!
Best way to light the stove. A musket. Let's see, this is a physical attack. Don't really need that. Crit range is pretty decent. Oh, right, let me just grab all that flour. Okay, this is revival. I might as well use this. Let's see, this is... Oh, healing bonus. That is surprisingly good. I might as well up my crit range a little. Was just making sure what the sound was, but no worries. So before I forget, how is everyone doing? Okay, I'm still a little bit sore of the gym a couple days ago. I trained everything below my rib cage, and everything I did at that point was over the 200 pounds, so excuse me if I'm a little bit sore. Oh damn, the new King Kong movie, Godzilla movie is out. Hi, Tubbs! Currently donating plasma and just wanted to wish you well. Which I appreciate, and thank you for the biddies! Do we still have enough stuff? I still have enough ingredients. Wait, am I able to donate plasma? Because it does sound like a quick buck. Yeah. I'll have to figure that one out. I do love Genshin. Like, just look at this place. Even though it's raining, it is still
my musket
beautiful.
Can still fire in the rain.
An assassin from our homeland, or a
Actually,
fool
yeah.
who trespasses upon the waters of Chinsa.
I really wonder what Netland is going to be
of the living.
based on, by the way.
Pure water can take on many forms. In this way,
Oh, thank God this is not the birds.
deliver your punishment.
First of all, rude.
The power of water is its ability,
to take any shape. Man, I've heard that speech so much. Oh fuck, it's the birds.
Your weapons.
Illusion shattered.
Prick. I hate this bird. Because it's always just outside my range with these characters. Hey, Harold. How you doing? Fine.
Stop right
Got it.
there!
Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply
Oh.
helpless.
Now, what's the other square you're gonna lower? Oh, that one. Oh, 1 second. Liup?
The
Oh, good.
power
We've just
of
booked our...
water is its
Oh, nice. Can I
ability
ask where you
to
guys are
take
going,
any
or...
shape.
And then says hi. Well played. Hi, Dan.
You asked for it!
Swift and merciful. Very
Oh, this is
brave.
nothing merciful to these blobs of water.
There is no escape. Ha! Ha!
One who is ignorant of
What
water's
about-
treasures
what about-
fails
what about-
also to
Jump.
comprehend its horrors.
Oh, it's not the sparrows.
Final warning!
Shine down.
We're going on a team part. Oh, right. Behold the power of the Booba
Now you
sword.
shall perish.
And a water part. I hope the weather is not. I forgot these guys can settle water. Ah, frick.
Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold.
Could you take this one out? This one's just there. Luckily, most of the water park is indoor. Ooh, nice.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Not birds, not birds, not birds. Yes, not the birds. I mean, I know the sparrow is a bird, but it's not the annoying birds to fight.
Stop right there!
As long as
There we go.
rain
Okay.
falls and rivers flow, water will exist forever.
Wait, the weather also clears up when that happens? Oh. How many times do I still have to fight this one? Ah, 7 more times. Oh, hi Fluff Fluff. How you doing? I'll be making a lot of
Especially good for
groaning
keeping an
noises
eye on
because
things.
I'm still sore. Using 200 pounds on everything was a little much. Okay, what character story shall I work on now? There's Zhongli, Ganyu, Zhao, Hu Tao, Yamiko, the Boba Men. Da, da, da. There's the Bio Boy. There's the Pun Boy. Bless you. Hope you get better soon. There's the surveillance child. Oh, cool. Chiori has her own story now. Do, 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 do. It's always hard to pick one. Or I could just fuck around. Which character have you not seen for a while? That is... Okay, so... I saw her, like, yesterday. Her, I don't have... I don't have her story unlocked yet, apparently. I play her, so I saw her, like, 20 seconds ago. You know, let's go with Kazuya. Kazuha. The Ace of Palatinum chapter. Get quests. Go to... Okay. Alright, let's go that way. Can I grab you? No, I cannot. Too high up. Let's deal with the poetry boy. So we just have mac and cheese pizza. Ooh! You know, since I'm doing this character's story... Kazuha, Chiori, give your god good gacha luck. It was nice. Oh, that's nice. That's good to hear. I saw purple. I hope it's a character, though. Oh, Xiao Yao. Cool. Anything else? Bun bun. Yeah. Oh. I just walked in.
It's been a while since we first set foot on Inazuma.
It has been a good while since I got here.
So many things have happened since then.
Honestly, yeah. And in the blink of an eye, there was even many memorable events.
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today?
Hold up.
Huh? What's up?
I sense drama. Oh shit, that's a missplitter.
Hey, what the heck was that for? Doesn't
Oh shit, I
wanna
cannot freeze him.
Alright, let's convince him to calm down a little.
Parrot. Oh, I don't have my ultimate unlocked for some reason. Oh right, I just used my Buba sword. Wait,
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all? Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them. No,
That is fair.
even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha?
Yes.
He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision.
Do you mean a sword like me? I don't even have him pulled yet. Also, I want that sword.
That's none of your business.
Then you are not getting anything out of me, motherfucker.
Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
Dumbass.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase. Well,
Yeah,
one
he was
thing's for
rude.
Sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha.
Very smart. For once.
Hey, don't be mean. I'm unsmart lots of the time.
No, you're not.
Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go fight Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back.
We're gonna be followed by the big guy, aren't we?
Oh? What kind of hunch?
I think this guy might have a special connection to Kazuha.
A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other?
I mean, now that I think about it, Kazuha is often referred to as Canadian Ether. Because they do look alike. Like, a lot. Can't wait for her, but I feel like their fighting styles are... Yeah, I know that swirl.
Yeah. That
Oh.
doesn't really prove anything.
Okay, that's just rude, Paimon.
Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger. Paimon heard
Paimon,
that
I am the
Prince Fleet is
danger.
stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
Oh, right, he works with Beto now. The Strange and Friendless Oh, that name is kind of rough. Excuse you? Let's see. He's that way. They sound like we're in for a fun time. Yeah. Yo, crew! Have you found, do you know where Kazuha is?
Hey! Hello? Do you know where Kazuha is?
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
Hold up, 2.
Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha.
Kazuha, what did you
Because of
do?
that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention.
Oh, right,
Kazuha
he...
keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Yeah, that does sound like Beto.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did.
Alright,
I've
he
heard
stopped the
bits and
Shogun.
pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi.
Yeah, that is actually a pretty big feat. I forgot about that.
Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be?
Okay, so imagine this. Beto was able to slay a sea monster without a vision, right? Imagine that, but times 8.
Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryo Commission.
Oh.
They said they had something important to discuss with him. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable.
Oh, good to hear that you're doing good. The Shogunate probably wants to show some goodwill.
Thank you. Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryo Commission.
All right, then.
I
I'll
do not
just
trust
stay
the guy
here
with the
and
mustache
carry on
staring
trying
at
to
me in
fend
the
off the
background. Come to... Damn it! I have to do a different quest to unlock that quest. Wait, where's Xiaoyao? Oh, right here. Let's see. While White Jade registers explode, active characters within there, they will gain for and have stamina restored. Decent, but not amazing. So, got anyone for hospitals to throw off a cliff? Yesn't, but I already used all the gacha I have. Like, I don't have enough to do another 10 puller. Oh, I do have 7 of them. No, I have 8. Okay, which quest do I need? Suppress... New shoots from old branches. Oh, I was... Boo! No hurling day. Okay, apparently I'm busy with a different character story before I can do Kazuha's. I think this is... Yeah, this is the Boba Man. Boba Man! Wait, Boba Man? Yeah, Boba Man. Oh, wait, this is Kujo mission. Sup?
All right, then. Please excuse me. I'll leave you to it from here.
Okay. Thanks, Ippei.
Sorry, I have to do this story first. I haven't had bubble tea for a
I
few weeks.
apologize that your impromptu visit comes at a busy time for us, Commissioner.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can be sure that we would have prepared a more extravagant reception.
I mean, the
I
place
don't
looks
mean
pretty
to
extravagant
impose,
to me.
Sir Kujo. In fact, I'm not here on official business at all. I heard the good news about yourself and Lady Hiragi. What a glorious marital alliance this shall be. Given the close ties between our clans, it seemed only right that I should come and offer the Kamisato clans congratulations in person.
Ah, that sounds nice.
Truly honored. I hope the news didn't come as too much of a surprise.
Hey there! We came to congratulate you as well!
How you doing?
Since the incident with the Takatsukasa clan, things in the Tenryou Commission have slowly started to stabilize.
Yeah, good
I'm
for
still
you.
acclimating to the position of acting head of the clan. I just hope I'm up to the task, so I can live up to everyone's expectations.
You're far too modest. The public thinks very highly of you. They say you're hardworking, upright, and responsible.
Nice.
I'm
Nice.
flattered, but I wouldn't have achieved anything without the support of my people.
Let
Thanks to
his
them,
people
everything is
go.
gradually stabilizing, and I finally had the chance to focus a little on my personal life.
Oh, hells yeah.
Well, you're certainly making big progress in that department.
Sounds like it was worth sending the letter.
Come on now, you're embarrassing me.
Good.
Pardon me,
It's perfectly all right. Please, continue. I'm quite content to listen.
Wait, is he
It's a
wearing
joyous
pointy
occasion.
shoes?
Lighthearted is exactly how things should be.
Oh, god damn, his legs are
Who
very
stays
long.
stony-faced when talking about a wedding.
You're right. But I am curious to know, what's your honest opinion on the whole thing? Do you think it's too sudden?
You like each other?
Of course not. Where there is true love, nothing should be allowed to stand in its way. No doubt people will offer you a colorful variety of opinions. But of course, you will have factored this into your decision, and I'm sure you are prepared for whatever challenges may lie ahead.
Indeed I am.
So, please be confident. When your mind is made up, you ought not be worried about things for which you are already well prepared.
I'm gonna turn on the lights real
Nevertheless,
quick, because
there
it's
is
getting
just
kind of
one
darkish.
small aspect of this that puzzles me a little.
Please,
And
go
that
ahead.
is?
You've been working hard to bring the Tenryou Commission in line. This is positive, and no doubt the beginning of important change. But on the other side of this equation, Lady Hiragi's father, Hiragi Shinsuke, is still in prison.
Oh,
if you
shit,
choose
yeah.
now, of all moments, to announce a marriage between the Hiragi and Kujo clans, the kinds of rumors that may begin to spread both among the general public and in the Kanjo Commission are not likely to be in either of your best interests.
Hi, Achilles.
Couldn't have put it better myself, Sir Kamisato. This has been my biggest concern for quite a while now. Hiragi Shinsuke is firmly against me
How's
having
you
any
doing?
contact at all with Chisato. In the past, we've always had to communicate in secret by sending letters. So although now may not look like the best timing for this marriage, it may well be the only opportunity we have.
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he acts like this sweet old man, but he was determined to make as much trouble for us as possible. Oh, he is the worst.
Oh, that
I can
dude.
see where you're coming from. But you're only postponing the problem, not solving it. You will still have to face it sooner or later.
That is true.
I'm well aware of that. But since Chisato had the courage to ask me to marry
Good,
her in
but
spite
still
of
time for
everything,
pulling an all-nighter
how can I
once.
disappoint her?
Also fair. So, wait, she proposed to you?
Well, sort of. She raised the idea in a letter, and after some initial hesitation, I went to meet her and have a serious conversation about our future. It's
Okay.
funny, actually, because when I formally proposed to her in person, she denied having ever written that letter. So coy.
Huh? Really?
Maybe she prefers things to be more implicit. Wait, something isn't... I don't know. So, ready for Saturday? Yes! I just have to finish off one map, and then I'm
She
good to
didn't
go.
say. She just acted confused by the whole thing. She really committed to it. I'll never forget the look on her face.
Wait,
Oh,
Anyway, as her boyfriend, I knew she was just pretending, so I played along and said, I was only joking about the letter, and then I proposed. After making some disgruntled
I'm done
noises
with
about me
Topaz.
making a stupid joke, she blushed and said yes. We spent that
Ah.
afternoon working through all
man,
the
you're
details.
expecting to die, aren't you, Achilles?
so you discussed it and decided on a date.
We did. I guess it was a chance to finally express our commitment to one another, clearly and completely. And you know what? I think it was about time. No matter what happens next, I will always be there for her. As
Why
the
the
one person
fucking
she can
Halo?
always rely on.
I don't know if I can go
Give me a
further with Liam.
break. Sorry, but Paimon's been wanting to say this the whole time. Is it just this dude, or does everyone in love act like this? He just won't stop talking.
I think he can't help it.
Apologies, my
Wait,
friends.
because
And also to Sir Kamisato.
it was a big oof, and I
He
don't
was
think I can
certainly
manage a
fool.
character like that.
Far from it. On the
Ah.
contrary, seeing you so positively smitten puts my mind at rest. No surer evidence could there be of your true feelings and your commitment. If I had any reservations before, I certainly don't now.
Wait, it was a big oof, and don't think I can manage a character like that. If you don't mind. Okay, I kinda had something written to kinda keep you alive, but if you want to retire your character, we can also do that. I just have to alter the plotline a little bit. And I definitely have not started on the potential sprite work for Topaz.
I wish you a joyous wedding when the day comes.
Yeah, even if it's kind of irritating to see you all smug like this, it's still a happy occasion. Good luck on the day, and have a happy wedding.
Thank you all. It means a lot.
We
Well,
have
the
some
feeling of
other
being
business
smitten
to
with
attend
someone.
to now.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Very well. I'll see you out.
May the lines during your honeymoon theme park trip
He seems
not be
busy.
long.
That must be true for anyone.
I did want to
who wants
retire
get
and
married,
Leon
right?
before she lived her fate would be misery.
Kind of busy though.
You're right. Kujo Kamaji is on Cloud 9. What do you think, Traveler?
You seem genuinely happy, but I'm bothered by the whole thing again.
He
The
chalked
Topaz
it
would
up
be
to her
brought
being
in for
coy, but
replacement.
that doesn't sound like the Hiragi Chisato I know. It bothers me also. But unfortunately,
may.
attempting to seek the truth of
I mean,
the
I'm just
matter would
hoping the
likely be
lines
fruitless.
that when you go won't be long. Like, that it won't be like rush hour. Also,
Yeah,
my
how
legs.
come? Whenever we come across stuff like this on our adventures, we always find a way to get to the bottom of it.
Mostly by butting into people's
see.
problems.
So that's how adventurers think.
Oh, fast but
In
clever.
my opinion, we face two obstacles in this case. Firstly, we have very little information to go on, and I must be cautious about taking a stance. This makes it difficult to investigate. Secondly, and more importantly, the person involved doesn't seem to care. If we intervene without his blessing, good intentions may lead to catastrophic results.
It's Genshin, there's not really
Kamaji doesn't
consequence
seem
to
worried
my
at all.
actions.
Everything in the world is intertwined. What looks like a simple outcome is often the result of multiple conflating reasons. Seeking the full truth would be a long and laborious process. It would be inefficient.
Been here before?
Sort of. I have to take this approach, or the work of the Yashiro Commissioner would never be done. My
Fair
opinion
enough.
is something like this. When something strange happens, instead
Who
of
do you
trying
call?
to find out what could have caused it, it is better to look at the situation itself.
Okay.
If the outcome is positive, and no one was deceived or harmed in the process, then it is acceptable.
But are there really no negative consequences to this?
We don't know yet. After all, we don't know what Hiragi Chisato's thoughts are, do we? I have to say, I'm impressed by your ability to zero in on the issue from such a short meeting. Most insightful of you. You
You
are
can say I've been
thorough and
around.
thoughtful, just as my sister describes.
Huh? But Chisato and Kamaji have already talked everything through, haven't they?
Yes, and
Only if we are to take Kujo Kamaji at his word. But there are two sides to every story. I wish to know Hiragi Chisato's angle on this.
Huh. Makes sense, but Paimon still doesn't quite get it.
Don't worry about it. I was planning to visit the Hiragi clan to deliver my best wishes anyway. Let's take the opportunity to hear her thoughts.
okay.
If she's as committed as Kujo Kamaji, perhaps they can navigate the challenges ahead successfully. But if not... well, life isn't always a smooth journey.
Yeah, that is understandable. Alright. Let's see. She lives on this side of let me just grab some wood. There we go. Did I ever grab the... I'm just hoping the weather will be good for them. Yeah, I hope the same for you. I think I grabbed the electrocutes already that's up there. Hello,
There's
everybody.
still much to prepare for the wedding.
Yeah.
Should we also invite some prominent business leaders who frequently visit Rito?
I should have played this story last
At
week.
the very least, we should send them invitations.
Yeah.
I agree. Ah, hello there, Yashiro Commissioner.
Greetings!
To what do we owe the honor on this fine day?
As it happens,
Texas.
I'm here regarding the same wedding I believe I heard you discussing just now. I come bearing the felicitations of the Kamisato clan. Would Lady Hiragi happen to be available at this moment?
Our lady is entertaining guests right now, and we're not entirely sure how long she will be.
But please, do come in. We will arrange some tea and snacks for you and your attendants.
Oi.
Hey, Paimon is not an attendant!
I agree with Paimon for once.
You misunderstand. These two are dear friends.
Thank you, Ayato.
You're too kind.
We don't wish to impose. We'll just wander around in the general area. Apologies for the interruption while you're busy with preparations. Please, let us know once Lady Hiragi is available.
Nonsense, Commissioner. No imposition at all. This wedding is a joyful occasion, and all the
Does
other
sound like
clans
it.
who serve the Hiragi clan are most delighted for them indeed. We're merely doing the best we can to make this wedding as grand an affair as possible.
I feel like
When
I'm
the time
overlooking
comes,
something,
we'll invite
but
everyone
I'm
in the clan
smooth
and even the
brains.
general public to attend.
Oh, damn.
That sounds splendid. We'll leave you to it.
Ooh.
Take
Did I
care,
turn on the wrong
Commissioner.
Seems
Oh,
like you
alright.
guys talked a lot without actually saying anything.
Hence why I dislike small talk. Our
Mood.
timing was not ideal, but never mind. I spotted a stall on our way over where we can pass the time. The owner always manages to come up with novel ideas. I'm one of his regular customers.
Is Capybara being a smooth head? Yes. Okay, now it's telling me to go back there, but that is for the Kazuha mission. Should I go with the Kazuha mission, which is Canadian Ether? Or should I go with the Bobaman story, which involves a wedding? Can I slip? Oh, come on, you should be able to fit through here. Wedding. And you have spoken. Douchebag. Let's see, where is it? There. Ba-da-da-da-da.
Oh, it's Tomoki!
Tomoki.
Ah, it's you. Good to see you again.
Oh, the milk mochi
Seems
man.
like you're always showing up with a VIP in tow.
Yeah,
Oh? So you know the owner as well?
sort of.
Yeah? We tried his dango milk a while back with the almond
Dango
shake
milk,
and
that's
maybe
what it was.
Ah, I see. So you were
I thought you were
involved
gonna
in
say
that.
the milkman.
I
I
got
mean,
wind of this dango milk, but I didn't know that it had anything to do with you two.
Yesent. He's the Dango milkman. That was unexpected, that was for sure.
I always order one of his creative drinks whenever I pass the stall. The flavor is always new and interesting.
You know, speaking of milk,
When I
I'm
noticed
thirsty.
he'd set up shop in Rito, I simply had to come by.
Thanks to you all, my business is finally beginning to take off. More and more people are willing to give my creative cuisine a shot. It gave me the confidence to decide that I'm going to stick to creative cuisine from now on. On the one hand, I wanted more people to be able to try out my culinary creations. On the other hand, I wanted my customers to experience the joy of being creative too. So I gave it a lot of thought and finally came up with an all-new business concept.
Oh,
Sounds interesting.
gotcha milk?
What is it this time?
I've decided to give complete creative control to the customer. I offer all sorts of ingredients, and they pick and choose whatever they want to mix with their milk or tea.
Oh shit, he's actually making boba tea.
As well as Dango, I now offer rice cake, purple potato balls, black sugar, and sunsettia.
Do they really all go well with milk?
Yes.
Hard to imagine, but who knows? It could be delicious.
What if I were to choose some ingredients you don't have here? Would that be okay?
Try him.
Well, I guess so. Any novel ideas you have, Commissioner, please feel free to tell me. I'll go buy the ingredients right away. The whole idea was to let my customers express their creativity freely. So of course, I shouldn't place restrictions on the ingredients if I can help it.
He's a good sport.
Excellent. There are a few things I'd like to try. Lavender melon, seagrass, and sea ganoderma.
What? You want to mix those with milk?
The first
I
one
do
sounds the
indeed.
best.
Why? What's wrong?
You really think that's gonna turn out tasting good?
Seagrass.
It's all about the experience. The taste is secondary. It's great to try new things.
I
Traveler,
can see where you're
any
coming
thoughts?
from, though. You know, I'm in the mood for some melon.
Sounds like a risky choice. Are you sure? Well, okay. Paimon will have the same as you.
What's
3
wrong with
milks
lavender melon?
lavender melon, please.
No problem. Give me a second, I'll have them ready in just a moment.
Wait, what? The creative milk is. Do not ask where he gets the milk from, though.
Here, your milk is ready. Give it a try.
Yep, just as Paimon suspected. Raw lavender melon does not taste good.
I think it tastes all right. It makes me feel in touch with Mother Nature.
Wait, what?
Your
What does lavender melon
request seems
taste
pretty
like now?
positive, But Paimon still thinks there are better combinations.
Taste is your key concern, yes?
Obviously.
Oh.
Tasty food and drinks are some of life's most important pursuits.
Well said. If I could say the same was true for me, I believe I'd be a very content man.
In other words, you have too many other things to worry about.
Yes. No one has unlimited energy.
Nope.
And I try to conserve mine for the things that really count. To create some mental breathing room, I try not to overthink the less critical matters. Having my
That's a
sister attend
decent
public events in
mindset.
my stead, and having Toma as housekeeper has also been a great help, and allowed me to focus.
Oh, cool. Your male wife.
We're just passing the time here, though, right? Is there anything else to think about than what we're doing right now?
What would you say is
One
your
or two
favorite
things.
boba combination?
Let's continue this discussion somewhere else.
Uh,
I noticed
Green
something
apple and
before we
strawberry.
left the Hiragi clan's residence.
you saw who Hiragi-chan was meeting?
No, it was just a small detail. I was curious to know their thoughts on the wedding, so I asked them about it. Naturally, they responded that all other clans are happy for the Hiragi clan.
Yeah.
But that's not the truth.
Wait.
What do you mean?
Hiragi Shinsuke is still in prison, meaning the Kanjo Commission is the least stable in the Tri-Commission.
That is fair.
Hiragi Chisato is the sole
keep it on
remaining
brown
pillar
sugar
of her
boba.
clan. But now she plans to marry into the Kujo clan. If I belonged to one of the assisting clans to the Hiragis, I would not be feeling optimistic about the future. But they didn't mention a word about that. They simply said they were delighted for them. These are not unintelligent people.
Uh-huh.
I highly doubt it is because they simply do not realize.
Huh. I see where you're coming from.
I imagine they didn't want to discuss family issues in front of outsiders.
Yeah, that also sounds
But
fair.
still, the more I think back over that conversation, the more it doesn't sit right. Keep a close eye on them, Hisashi.
Yes, sir.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
Manga
This is one
passion
of
fruit.
my most trusted members of the Shumatsuban. He's
Oh.
been quietly watching out for us this whole time.
Merely doing my duty, sir.
Keep a
In that
close
case, hello,
watch on the
Hisashi.
clan representatives we met today.
Well received. I'm on
Oh
the
shit, he
case.
has a grappling hook.
Oh, and I almost forgot. That milk I just had? Please order one more and deliver it to Toma.
As you wish, sir.
Oh no, poor Toma.
Good luck, Toma.
Sir Kamisato, Lady Hiragi's previous engagement is now concluded. She's waiting for you in the courtyard.
Thank you kindly. Let's go and see Hiragi Chisato.
Manga passion fruit does sound nice and festive. Oh. Why do I have such trouble with that sentence? Also, man, security is really not the best if I can. Instead of just going through the main entrance, just do this. And no one could stop me. Or just teleport into their backyard. I have to go for specialty drinks, so I switch up my favorites. Ah, also fair.
Hey, nice to see you again, Chisato.
I heard that Sir Kamisato had brought some guests, but I didn't know it was you two.
Yeah.
It's been a while, Lady Hiragi. How have you been faring?
This is a rare privilege, Sir Kamisato.
Oh, I just noticed that their symbol is
It
two
not often
sparrows.
that I have the chance to meet you, let alone here in the comfort of my own home. I'm doing very well indeed, thank you. You must be so busy. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and congratulate Kamaji and I. It really means a lot.
But of course.
No
the Tri
worries.
Commission are the servants of the Shogun, and we should look out for one another. In fact, we visited Sir Kujo just now. It's clear that he's very much looking forward to the wedding.
Yeah, what about you?
Perhaps his joy is infectious, for I am now feeling rather elated myself. I sincerely wish you a joyful wedding and a blissful marriage.
Thank you for your kind words.
Okay.
This was not an easy decision to make. We will both have to work harder from now on. I'm sure the news will cause something of a stir.
That's fair.
But come what may, we will stand as one and face whatever the future throws at us, together.
Sounds like things are pretty tough for you, Chisato.
Anyways, in case you're wondering what I'm doing with my hands, I bought like a little pen that is shaped like a wizard's wand. So I'm just kind of fucking around with it. So my favorite right now, the one I get mine from, is Pineapple Picnic, Pineapple White Peach, and... Okay, I've had dragon fruit before. It tastes blender than that it looks, which is weird.
Yes. To be honest, I'm still a little nervous about it all. But Kamaji has been so supportive. His promises have comforted me a lot.
His promises?
It sounds like you have some considerable reservations, Lady Hiragi.
Yes. Well, there are so many things I need to consider.
Can't see why...
In case you were wondering, I was not actually entertaining VIPs just now. I was in fact meeting with one of the Kanjo Commission's officers, Shinojo.
Oh, really? Him?
This thing.
Mm-hmm. He charged in
It's
all
a
of a
pen.
sudden and said that he had something very important to tell me. He didn't mince his words. Basically, he doesn't want me to marry Kamachi.
Ooh, the drama.
He has always been a calm and contained person who never acts out of line. I was quite shocked to see him so agitated. But despite all that, what he was saying made a lot of sense. He thinks that now is a bad time for this wedding to happen.
Oh.
He pointed out that I am like the final pillar propping up my clan. If I marry into the Kujo clan, that pillar is taken away. There will no longer be a voice of authority in the Hiragi clan.
Isn't that your father still?
It could be a disastrous move for my personal image, too.
What do you mean?
Just two families becoming one big family, though, right? What's the big deal?
Yeah, it's no longer a
Traditionally,
tri-commission.
in Inazuma, clan affiliation influences every facet of life.
Oh, right, this is
After
Japan.
the wedding, Lady Hiragi will belong to the Kujo clan. The Kanjo Commission's attitude toward you may undergo some significant changes thereafter.
Precisely. This is a terrible thing to be saying, but I'm starting to have second thoughts. Maybe I went along with it all too easily. Maybe I allowed myself to be pushed into this. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I'm making my guests listen to me complaining.
No problem at all. The
Wait.
Ashiro Commission has a duty to listen to you. Now that I've heard your concerns,
who
I
wrote
shall
that
offer
letter,
to help
then?
you as best I can. For instance, by helping you gather your thoughts on the matter. Now, we heard from Sir Kujo that his decision to tie the knot was prompted by a letter he received from you.
Cold feet?
But
a little bit.
We've also heard that you did not write that letter. Sir Kujo thought that perhaps you were just being coy. Oh, dear. Perhaps I should have kept that part to myself.
Damn it, Ayato.
What? But that was... It was just a prop in his playful proposal, wasn't it? It was clearly purpose designed, what with all the fancy lettering and so on.
Fancy lettering, you say?
Oh.
So I am to understand that had it not been for this letter, you two may not have chosen this moment to be wed?
Sounds like it.
When it comes down to it... Yes, I think so. Oh, do you mean to say that this letter is not what I thought it to be?
Sir Kujo maintains that the letter was penned by your hand.
Somebody just wants a wedding.
Huh?
Yeah, but who?
How did...
Either way, it's wonderful to see how much you both trust one another. In that sense, you could say that the origin of the letter is ultimately not of great importance. Who knows? Perhaps Sir Kujo was the one being coy.
You know, that's a
After
good
all,
reason.
He had no particular reason to be forthcoming with us about the details of his playful proposal.
I understand. As you say, ultimately, the origin of the letter doesn't matter. But my position does matter. Kamaji and I thought that we needn't worry about anything that lies ahead, because we can face it all together.
Okay, so just saying something in between. It's not related to this story at all. But recently I started watching Baki again. I'm at the part where I'm just past the prison arc, and I'm now in the pickles bit. So that also kind of motivated me to just kind of, whenever I can, just lift weights.
But now, I think I should give it some more thought.
Marriage is the most important decision of your life. Don't let yourself regret it. It is also part of the Yashiro Commission's job to help people through difficult times. I say this as an advocate for you personally, and for the Hiragi clan.
Even after being sore from lifting...
Do not be compelled.
Yeah, but that
by
was my lower
circumstances
body.
To make any decision that goes against your will.
That was
together with
200
the one you
pounds
love is a
on
sacred
lower
thing.
leg, upper leg,
It is my earnest wish
stomach,
that
and
both
back.
of you may enjoy a bright and beautiful future, not a
And this is just like 5
To
kilos.
heart every word you have said to me.
Yeah. It was bottom
I
day.
can't thank you enough.
Tomorrow
Sir
is top
Kamisato.
day.
I'll think very
I feel like I'm
carefully
talking a little bit
about
louder
your
than
advice.
usual.
All that matters is that you follow your heart.
Yes, bottom day.
Since
I know
you'll
what I
be
said,
needing
and I will
some
stick
time
with
to
it.
think things over, we will excuse ourselves now.
Oh, wait. Let me see you out.
Thank you, Lady Hiragi, but there will be no need.
Yeah, there's nothing that can keep me
Traveler,
contained, and I can
let's find
fast travel.
somewhere to talk.
Like where? Oh, I just need to leave the estate. But it means every day for me is a bottom day. But do you train your bottom? Okay, that one I do need to rephrase a little bit. You know, nah. Scamper. Yes. How scandalous. Yes, and?
Hiragi Chisato is on a totally different page than Kujo Kamaji. Hayato, why did you give her such vague suggestions? Couldn't you just have told her what you'd do in her position? Because Paimon's pretty sure you have an idea.
I've said everything I can, given the Yashiro Commission's stance. Interfering too much with other commissions' domestic issues will only create trouble. The more I think about it, the stranger this all seems. But Hiragi Chisato has yet to see it. We must be vigilant.
Strange? In what way?
Someone wants Hiragi Chisato to be married as soon as possible, and if my guess is right, it is someone from within the Kanjo Commission.
Uh-huh.
This person is presumably also responsible for the mysterious and misleading letter.
Why
Think about
the Kanjo
this.
Commission?
A lowly officer is greatly worried about Hiragi Chisato's future.
Check.
While the heads of the supporting clans ostensibly have no concern at all. It doesn't add up.
Oh, to be fair,
When someone's words
the
and
officer is
actions
in
do
love
not
with him.
match, you need to infer their intentions from their behavior.
Is someone coveting Hiragi Chisato's position?
Yes. It's a smart strategy. Far superior to the one adopted by the Tenryo Commission's Takatsukasa clan.
Yeah, it's way more
Even
subtle.
Had the forged letter failed and been seen for what it was, there would have been no repercussions. They could simply have explained it away as a misguided but well-meaning matchmaking attempt by a member of the family. But if
Ooh,
the
very
letter were
clever.
to achieve its goal, as it has so far, the perpetrator would successfully weaken the Hiragi clan without ever having to lift a finger against them, all under the guise of simply encouraging a wedding.
That
With
is
Hiragi
fair.
Chisato having married
I need to
into the
get some,
Kujo clan and the head of the Hiragi clan in prison, challenges to the Hiragi clan's leadership would begin to emerge throughout the ranks of the Kanjo Commission.
Uh-huh.
Eventually, another clan would take the Hiragi clan's place.
Reasonable theory, but it's just a theory. A Inazuma theory. Thanks for watching. Sadly, we don't have any evidence, right?
Actually, we have evidence. His name is Shinojo.
Okay.
Shinojo?
He should be back by now.
Yes, sir.
That's the second time you've done that. Paimon cannot deal with
You know
this.
where I keep it.
Did they take one of the Kanjo Commission officers away?
Yes. His name is Shinojo.
As I expected.
Oh, damn.
They cannot afford to let this opportunity pass them by. They have to act now
Don't
while the
make me-
Hiragi clan is at its weakest. Hiragi Chisato had been persuaded by Kujo Kamaji, and the wedding was sure to go ahead. But, after Chisato's meeting with Shinojo, she began to have second thoughts. In their eyes, Officer Shinojo has interfered with their plan.
But why did they
Oh, that's why I put my group key.
Someone
I just
was
look at that,
eavesdropping
I'm
on
just
our
being stared at
conversation
by
with
the
Chisato
monkey.
the entire time. That's why I was a little reserved.
No way. Whew. Lucky Paimon didn't say anything stupid.
Didn't you?
But Chisato got what you meant about the letter, though, right?
I think so. But whoever is behind this will not allow their plan
Is he up
to
there
fail
too?
now.
Yes, yes
They
he
will
is.
not be
He's right
inclined
next to it.
respect Hiragi Chisato's own wishes. Her stance was so passive that she was easily manipulated, treated like a pawn, with even her marriage becoming a battleground for political power play. Despite all of this, she still believed that a happy future was awaiting her. When she formally marries into the Kujo clan, she will lose her title as daughter of the Hiragi clan, her position in the Kanjo Commission, and above all, her independence.
Can't we just have the dude marry into her family?
Marriage is such a trap.
Oh, we can't let this evil plan come to fruition.
Easier said than done. The perpetrators are manipulating everything from the shadows, letting unsuspecting pawns do their work. This is what makes their approach so smart. We, meanwhile, are out in the open. If we attempt to stop this wedding from happening, we will become the villains of the story and face immense public backlash.
So what are we gonna do?
I
At this
do
stage,
with.
if the perpetrators
you know what?
wish to maintain
I
control
admire
of
the
the
hustle.
situation, their only option is to come out from the shadows and bare their fangs. I will wait for that moment to arrive. But first things first, we must go and rescue Shinojo. He has done nothing wrong and does not deserve to be punished. Tell me where Shinojo is. We'll head off right now.
Oh, can I play the Boba Man? Let me actually check how they describe the lavender melon. Nope, wrong tab. Where's the Clearwater Jade, no. Where is the... No, not here, not here. Oh, there it is. A brighter color for the flesh within transforms into food with a unique mouthful when cooked. Oh, it was just raw lavender melon. Doesn't taste good. I went through a lot of thinking for a semblance and went those just to end up on the first I ever had. Big damage. So you're gonna go for was it ferocity or no? Velocity is that's Roger's thing. Now where? Oh, over there. Ooh, treasure chest. It's willpower blades. Unlimited shift works.
Illusion shattered.
Final warning. Hands where I can see 'em.
Spirit blade. Attack.
Gems Gambit. Ah, okay. Cool name, cool name. Perish. Ah, I was hoping something was going to be up there. Oh well.
Take them. I have no need.
Shogun, away! Da 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 da. Who am I gonna fight? One confused and it will be rough. Now where? Oh shit! There's a tunnel under here.
What are you doing? Release Shinojo this instant!
Stop this at once.
It's the Yashiro Commissioner.
Yeah, what you gonna do about me?
Well, we take orders from our master. No one else.
All right.
Really? Then please, excuse me.
Boba Bad.
There is no escape.
Oh, damn it. I don't want to catch it. I don't want to catch him. Oh, I had to press triangle. Yeah. Weeble, fighting magic. Perish!
Force my blade. Illusion shattered.
Kamisato up.
Get fucked. That was easy.
Blast. Let's go.
Wait, what about the other 5 points?
We must report to Master right away.
Hey, get back here!
No need to follow them. We need bait to catch the fish anyway. Leave them be. I think I saw a key fall to the ground during the fight. Let's free Shinojo first. But in all the chaos, it must have been kicked to one side. Where did it end up?
What the? It's a tanuki?
Wait,
Oh,
Sayu?
don't tell Paimon that the tanuki took it!
Sayu!
Let's follow it and see.
I know those pitter patters. The key has been taken by Sonic.
Drat.
Where did it go? Oh shit, there's an actual tanuki. There you go. Okay, 1 second. Where did that little shit go? Hello? was wondering if you can do a good British impression. Not that well, if I'm being honest. I'm better with Irish. Wait, was this pot always there? Well, I bloody should have seen that one coming, I shouldn't I? Well, top of the morning, so you. For the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna be an Irish lad from the Emerald Isles. Now I'm gonna be like a leprechaun and find its golden key, now shall I? Now where does that little tanuki rat go? Are you over here, perhaps?
Make my escape.
Let's see, 5 minutes. Oh, that should be easily doable. Not in here, not in here.
A touch of frost.
There is
No, but a little bit of electric. Dan says he's glad he's not Irish, otherwise he would have had you. I'm not quite sure what the bloody hell that is supposed to mean. Where did that fucking tanuki go? Oh, here? Or here? No. Look for the key that the bag tanuki made. Wait. I just remembered that file wasn't there the first time. No, fuck off. Oh, what else? You're new. I mean, you should hear his impression of you. He sounds French. Ho ho ho! I see you, you harlot. Ah! Now give me that fucking key. Whee! Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Can't catch me.
Well, sorry, I was a little bit on the weaker end, but I still find it funny to use.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know, where is you, harlot?
It was terrifying. They said they were going to throw the cage into the sea with me still inside.
Why the bloody hell would you do that?
You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding. It's all part of a scheme. Someone's trying to use the wedding for their own ends.
Yeah, we already figured that one out, though.
It's okay. We know about all that.
Huh?
Our suspicions were roused to this possibility, and so far, everything is unfolding rather as we expected. Those behind this plan are not going to give up easily. Their next move is imminent. We must devise sufficient countermeasures.
Yashiro Commissioner, you're personally going to take action?
Yeah, throw this his personal story.
Consequences for the whole Tri-Commission, and the stability of all Inazuma is at stake. My hitherto neutral stance ends now.
Oh no, the problem is both.
These pathetic power games. As a commissioner, I am a servant of the Shogun, and it is therefore my duty to handle these tiresome matters on her behalf.
Should I transform into the Shogun again?
Shinojo, don't return to your post yet. Find somewhere safe and stay hidden. Traveler, Paimon, let's get out of here.
Alright, let's kick some arse. A short while after leaving.
Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner.
What the bloody hell are you doing
I
here?
hear you showed up here with no explanation and attacked my men. You
The
wouldn't
bloody
happen
hell?
to be carrying out some sort of secret mission, now would you?
What part of
I
secret
heard
mission
that
did you
someone was
understand, you
taking
harlots?
the law into their own hands. As a responsible official of Inazuma, I
got
could not in good
oh.
conscience stand idly by. Shinojo
Yeah,
may
you can't
be
really
your
use them when
king,
you're on the
but the
PlayStation.
law
I
does
see the
not
problem there.
grant you the right to abuse him.
Abuse? Nonsense. I was just teaching him a lesson.
How about what?
Out of nowhere, a low-ranking officer decides to barge in on Lady Hiragi and start spouting out the most absurd and insulting nonsense one can imagine. A truly egregious loss of decorum.
You should have just
I
fired
dare
him, let's
say,
look him up.
the poor lady was terrified.
So, you're saying that you know absolutely nothing of the reasons for his actions. Because otherwise, why would you describe it as out of nowhere?
Two people from two
I
different
think you're
clans
running
are
out
getting
of...
married. That's all there is to it. And yet this young gentleman took it upon himself to fabricate a nonsensical disaster story around it. How should I know what he was thinking? Even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter of the Hiragi clan and the most distinguished member of the Kanjo Commission. We are, and always will be, her loyal assistants.
Oh, stop
it's our
sucking
duty
it!
to see that she never has to worry
Oh,
about anything.
that place was not
Loyalty
directed at you.
and duty are our guiding principles. Not only did this guard show no regard for either, he went out of his way to upset our lady. How could one do such a thing?
Well, for the praise, because I'm still in Irish mode. You're a nice bottle of sunshine now, aren't you? A real cup of sugar.
Even if we put it down to a rare moment of impulsivity, I have to say, I'm surprised to see one of such noble standing as yourself rushing to his defense.
Darn it! This guy is good. Annoyingly good.
And back to common English. But he is making a point, though.
Funny.
Slime ball.
I'm suddenly reminded of an anecdote I'd like to share with you. There's not been a dull moment since I took up my post in the Yashiro Commission. Every day I've been exposed to new and fascinating things.
Where is boy going with this?
A merchant from abroad once told me about a curious kind of bird with the most extraordinarily long tongue. So long, in fact, that you can tie 2 knots in the portion of it that extends out of its beak.
Now insults me. Okay, that one is slightly too personal, so I will keep that one later. It is weird how many compartments I have in my apartment that can just easily fit you, though. Like, I have my wardrobe, I have my pantry, I have my cupboard underneath the sink, I have my fridge.
I'm sure someone as erudite as yourself could be able to guess what people do with these unusual avians.
Keep them as pets.
You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, this bird is of no use to humans whatsoever, and certainly doesn't make a suitable pet. If you catch one, the best thing you can do is actually cut its tongue off and throw it out of the window.
Okay.
The reason they give is this. The longest tongue has the most to say, but don't be deceived as it chirps away, lest the song it sings lead you astray.
Ooh, nice anecdote.
I say, Yashiro Commissioner, are you here simply to mock the Kanjo Commission?
No, just you. Yeah, you can easily put me on a shelf.
In my mind, the Kanjo Commission is made up of honorable individuals, upright and forthright, conscientious and loyal. It is unbecoming of such people to resort to lies, deception, and filibustering, all as part of a plan to remove Lady Hiragi from her position in the Kanjo Commission.
Yashiro Commissioner, please don't make accusations without any evidence.
The evidence is standing right in front of me, is it not? I have a credible witness who can confirm you were quick to try and make him disappear as soon as he said something that you did not like. Ugh, dear me. I can't believe the Grand Matsura clan is now represented by someone with less of a sense of loyalty than even an ordinary servant.
Can we punt him in the sea?
You studied hard and took a government position, only to make it to where you are now just to play these petty power games behind the scenes. I'm not sure whether it's because you're smart enough to play the system, or too foolish to know any better.
I vote for punting.
In your years
Punt
of
him in the
service to
dick!
the Shogun, not only have you managed to glean nothing good from the people around you, you have also let yourself be blinded by self-interest. And now you have ruined your once bright future. I'm not angry, Mr. Matsura.
He's not angry, he's just disappointed.
Is that right? Then tell me, if you're so bright, what exactly do you think you can do to me?
I mean...
This is at most a Kanjo Commission issue. We'll handle this amongst ourselves. You are reaching rather outside of your bounds, Yashiro Commissioner. If you seek to involve yourself in other clans' affairs, might I be so bold then, as to question your motives in doing so?
should we introduce them to the concept of heavy stealth?
I think you are simply opposed to an alliance between the Kanjo Commission and Tenryo Commission. Because the new balance of power in the Tri-Commission would be a threat to you personally. So you come here with an elaborate excuse to try and break up this marriage.
Please, he's a playable character. He has way more authority than you.
So, that's how you view it. Well, I have to admit, you clearly are far more talented than I at
Someone
monitoring the power
totally should
balance
stab
within
him.
the Tri-Commission.
Let me be crystal clear. This wedding is going to happen, and nothing is going to change that. The notices have already been sent out. All of Inazuma City knows about it now. Most of the public weren't aware that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato were courting. But you can bet it's all anybody's talking about now.
It's some good gossip.
Once the notices go out, that's it. The wedding is a sure thing, even if it hasn't happened just yet.
I see. It seems like I was wrong.
He's way too calm. What is he scheming?
So suddenly we see eye to eye.
I had expected you to at least be smarter than most. But it seems that I was gravely mistaken.
Oh?
Kamisato Ayato! You! How dare you!
Really? That's
You've
what gets
made
on your
your
skin
move.
that easily?
Now, I suppose it's time I made mine.
What do you mean?
That little bit of taunting was
Do
enough to piss you off.
seriously
My
think
guy.
This marriage will bring the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryo Commission together. Isn't it at all possible that the Kanjo Commission becomes marginalized as a consequence of this union? Goodness me. Well, I've learned a great deal from talking to you. That will be all for now. If you would excuse me, I shall take my leave.
Boba Daddy's just woof. Yeah, look at how long his legs are, by the way.
That. Paimon didn't follow at all.
They had their scheme, but fortunately I was prepared. As I said, they ended up coming out from the shadows and revealing themselves.
You did plan that one.
Let's see how things are in Inazuma City. Then, I'll take you through...
Let's see. Going here. Rolling around at the speed of ground. Got places to go, gotta follow the wind. Oh, there we go.
Look at this. The daughter of the Kanjo Commission's Hiragi clan and the master of the Tenryo Commission's Kujo clan are getting married.
Ooh la la.
Sounds like an all-around perfect match, don't you think?
That sounds good to
For
me.
sure. I'm just surprised. It seems very sudden. I hadn't heard a single word about it until now.
Good luck to them, I say. I'm sure it must have been a hard decision.
Looks like the wedding is definitely going ahead.
Damn it!
It's still too early to make that conclusion. Our adversary wants to push this marriage past the point of no return. However, we can still beat them at their own game. But only if Kujo Kamaji is willing to help us.
And I have to do the Kazuha. Oh, why didn't... Seriously, why could I just not have finished this quest first? 1 second. Gotta have to do some Kazuha stuff. Hey, Kazuha.
Oh? It's you.
Like I said, Canadian ether.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt Decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation.
You know
We
what, sure.
invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of
Seriously,
goodwill
why
on
is
behalf of the
Inazuma the only place with last
Your
names?
hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name.
Oh.
Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
I I forgot.
In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the almighty shogun. The Kaidahara clan belonged to this class.
Oh, cool.
But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya.
Wait,
Both the
Snezhnaya?
Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans was neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the almighty shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters.
Also,
we
I
trust
have
you can
dice in the
understand
cart.
why this was necessary.
Elaborate.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the almighty shogun and the shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek
shall
only to
see
correct a past
Yeah, fair
injustice.
enough.
With the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the almighty shogun's blessing and full support of the shogunate.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements.
Yeah.
I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaidahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
Just make a couple
I
errors
sense
and
some
go back to the
hesitation in
seas.
your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Wait. Malicious rumors?
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaidahara Kazuha in town.
The sass.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really parried the Shogun's strike.
Fair.
Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaedahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
Oh,
What?
honestly, fair enough.
That doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
You know, I can see
That
why
is correct.
that rumor started, though.
However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
Ooh.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am
Where
very
did five
uncomfortable
elements?
with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way. But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
How much is 5 kilo, actually?
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
Oh, we're looking for you. Big eyes on
We
you.
forgot about the most important thing.
Oh, it's only 11 pounds.
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me?
You got any siblings? Could be someone you trained with under the same master.
No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms.
Oh, nice.
Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back. This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked him, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town.
Please, be careful.
Fine, now I have to go back in and out.
Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
Drew missed a name. Ah, that's bright! Okay, back to the wedding quest. Which is... a strange and friendless roads. Wait. I have to do more over here. Alright, so keep rolling.
Can't touch me.
Can't touch this. Da 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 da. Up that way. Sup, Ryuji?
Hey there. We'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaidahara Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaidehara. I've heard a
Indeed
lot
he
about
is.
you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault?
No, I
Let me
was.
think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaidehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be
Which is
honest
fair.
with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaidehara's personal information. Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want.
Oh, damn.
If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions? Of mora? Whoa. Oh, wait. Even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it. Sorry, I got a little off topic. What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr. Kaedehara. But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
The big
Then let's
motherfuckers.
put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly
little
unusual?
cats.
The Tenryou Commission had very few leads. I thought you might have some information from different sources.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryou Commission would absolutely get involved.
That does make sense.
Oh my god, they're actually doing their job.
Looks like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now.
What? Wait, hold up. Was that a compliment?
I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted.
That
It would
is
cause me great grief to see someone become critically
weird to
injured
hear.
or lose their life because of me. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
Yeah.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaidehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
You flatter me.
Yes, and...
Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
2 visions.
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you. Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though.
Oh?
Let me tell you about it just in case.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
All right, then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time. One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
I have no idea who those both are.
Now there's a familiar name.
Is it?
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy. 2 grown men going missing at the same time. Their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Is he possessed by the sword?
Though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Let's consider this a fake for Ryuji, and we'll investigate both the incidents at the same time.
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out along the way.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma Smithy.
Sounds good. All the best with your investigation. I'll get moving shortly myself.
Okay, can I... Okay, now I can continue with the... Now I actually can continue with the wedding quest. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I'm out of here. Make my escape.
Little ninja girl. Away. Wait, oh, this doesn't even cost stamina. Also, wow, I can hold this attack for long. Wait, what's my ultimate like again?
Come on out.
Zoomies. Wait, this thing heals? It heals! Do a flip!
This is the headquarters of
Da 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 da. Sonic!
Can't touch me.
Oh, he's not even here. Oh, that's still so bright. What's up, my dude?
Welcome. I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced.
Yup.
It seems so sudden. I wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, about that. It's kind of complicated.
Time to continue my strength training.
I see. So someone's trying to take advantage of our marriage.
If you proceed with the wedding, the repercussions for you are likely to be minimal. But we must take Lady Hiragi's situation into consideration.
I've previously considered this possibility. But in the end, we're getting married for true love. And I've promised her that I'll do everything in my power to protect her.
I understand where you're coming from, but to be frank, she
Oh,
should
this is
not
getting
need
difficult just
your
holding
protection.
these 2 plates up.
Or, to put it another way,
It's only 11
you have
pounds, but
tacitly
still.
admitted that Lady Hiragi will need your help to get through the hard times ahead, which perhaps suggests that, deep down, you realize all she stands to lose. I don't mean to criticize you.
Whoa.
It is natural to want to protect our loved ones. You're an intelligent and gentle person, and I'm sure you would have been able to think about this more objectively were you not so emotionally involved in the situation. I'm sure you admire Lady Hiragi for being the independent, gentle, resilient, and strong-willed person she is. For the sake of marrying you, this wonderful woman will become someone who has to depend on you for the rest of her life. Are you really okay with that?
I love her with all my heart, and would do anything to make her happy. That's why I cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated by other people. Yashiro, Commissioner, you're right. It was naive and selfish of me to take things this far.
Marry into her family, then!
But it's too late now, isn't it? There are notices everywhere.
I have a plan, but it needs a villain.
Oh?
Sir Kujo, in order for my plan to work, you and I must both play the role of antagonists. But it is not without its risks.
Oh?
Are you willing to help?
If there's a way to salvage this, then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission. On the contrary, it's a terrible idea that will marginalize the Kanjo Commission. The context for this is that they are planning to use this marriage to bring down the Hiragi clan. And the key to their success is coming up against no resistance to the marriage from the Tenryou Commission. But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs of the Vision Hunt decree, the Tenryou Commission has been planning to make a move against the weakened Kanjo Commission?
Okay.
The only reason you have been hesitant to act since taking over the Tenryou Commission is because you care about Lady Hiragi's feelings. And so, your plan is to liaise with the Yashiro Commission, to marry her and bring her out of the Kanjo Commission as soon as possible. Once that is achieved, as the person in charge of the Tenryou Commission, you no longer have any reason to hesitate.
I see. This is an ingenious plan. It takes advantage of the situation perfectly.
Ooh, this will make her indispensable.
Exactly. Our purpose is to change Lady Hiragi's position from an unnecessary burden to an indispensable asset. By doing so, we can even strengthen her position in the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, you're killing
Once
a
our
lot of birds with
adversaries
one brick,
realize how
aren't
the
you?
network of connections behind the scenes really looks, they'll do their utmost to stop this wedding from happening. Then, we simply leave them to clear up the mess they've created.
Got it.
So the network of connections? This is all way too complicated for Paimon. Can you just tell us what you need us to do?
We have to make sure that the behind-the-scenes story comes to the attention of our dear friends in the Kanjo Commission. Matsura, with whom I spoke earlier, will now be fearing the worst. No doubt he'll be on the lookout for the first sign of a crisis. In that case, he will almost certainly have placed informants throughout Inazuma City. What we need to do is to use these informants as a breeding ground for our fake intel.
Always a fan of
So,
the
Kujo,
tactic.
There are certain things that I need you to attend to personally. It's almost time. My ninja has located one of the informants. Let's go and see if he'll take the bait.
Look at... How many quests were that? Quest location currently involved in... Fine! I should not have opened the Kazuha quest. Sorry for providing a mixed narrative between two Inazuma boys.
Ah, if it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha, what brings you here today?
That's understandable.
You two know each other?
Yes, the Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the two clans.
Gokaden?
After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Gokaden?
Let me quickly explain. The Raiden Gokaden was the collective term for the 5 most acclaimed bladesmithing arts in Inazuma. The techniques of blade making were personally bequeathed to the Raiden Gokaden by the almighty Shogun.
Oh, cool.
And over time, further honed and enhanced by the most talented craftsmen. Unfortunately, a series of events led to the gradual decline of many clans in the bladesmithing trade. Today, only the Amenoma clan has kept its art alive.
So sad.
Wait, which one defected to the Fatui?
It is a great pity indeed. In the old days, we each had our specialties, and just as iron sharpens iron, so too did we learn much from each other.
So
As an
they're
example,
stagnating.
The Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water as it turns stone to sand. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the craft, turning each motion of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's
I wish I knew where I could get those
As for
rock
the art
lee
of the
weights.
Kaida
They're a
Hara
lot easier to
clan,
carry around.
I believe it's called the Ishin art.
Wait, why does that
That's
sound
right.
familiar?
Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging begins. For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade chooses its owner.
It's a picky
You
little
are,
knife.
without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaida Hara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan.
Oof.
But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryo Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far. He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it, but I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now is wait for the news from the Tenryo Commission.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Is it someone we care about? Or
On
not
the
really?
morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift. I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse, and neither of them came back.
Hold up. There was a fire.
Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Ye old forensics.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon. Otherwise, there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up. He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality. He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we are looking for, he attacked this friend of mine.
Yeah.
Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person.
Cursed blade.
He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind. He has never gotten into a fight before.
Huh. Is that so?
Cursed blade.
Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason. But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear, with neither farewell nor fair warning.
He might be
I
dead.
also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced, or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
I still think it might be Yuya, but cursed blade. We still need to get the info from the Nagato family.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other.
You mean besides the
Let's pay
fire?
a visit to the Nagato household.
Hold up. I just saw an... Don't worry, I'm just entering a DM I quickly have to do. Okay, go. Where did... Did it back up the hill. Alright, so keep on rolling. You know, I like her fighting style a little bit. Oh. She uses the marionette core. Whilst we were diving to Manchester out for a few times, it was just the highest point in England. Oh, I was just rolling there. Oi, I want us to continue the wedding plot, please.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now.
We're not debt collectors.
My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
Not yet. We're investigating
that. We don't
that.
have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
Honestly, collecting things might be expensive.
Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items.
Oh, Hero,
myself,
can you show me the Manchester
seeing how
Hills, if I may ask?
enthusiastic and excited they made him. I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him. Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
Uh-oh, what happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them.
Yeah.
Our expenses
Honestly, collectors
spiraled out
would
of
be in
control
debt.
when he started getting
Right,
interested in
Achilles?
weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse, admiring his weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance.
Cursed
I'm happy
sword.
he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him. But making ends
Looks
meet
away
has to
nervously.
come first.
Oh,
I've tried
were you
talking to
expecting
him
me
about
not
it
to
so
call
many
you out on
times,
that one?
But he never listens. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
And now he's collecting children.
And that led to an argument.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
You did the right thing. Hold up. I'm actually gonna switch out of these jeans and get into something that isn't as constricting as I'm sitting down. Relax. I'm back. You did the right thing, like I said.
Had I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament. And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if he was simply angry with me.
I mean,
the next thing I heard
one
was
or
that
not,
our
they're not
warehouse had caught
exclusive.
fire, and both he and the buyer had gone missing.
Oh,
I see. I understand.
Yes, yes, I am.
Amin Omayuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
Yeah.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price. But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts.
No one is thinking they got hurt in the fire.
Even though I'm still a little mad at him. We're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period. But the
That's
information
true.
we gathered from
yeah,
the
when
other
you come
side
visit us or
suggests
something, I will
Amin
take you
Omayuya
through the
is
hills.
also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely
But
to
you, I'm
start
not
an
sure if that's an
argument.
innuendo or not.
This situation is getting a little confusing.
A little confusing? More like completely mystifying.
Cursed
Let's
sword.
try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned.
Yes.
Rest assured, we'll notify you if
Fair.
we find anything.
Thank you so much. I just want him to come home.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst for their disappearance. The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded, though its exact role is a mystery. Do you have any thoughts?
Cursed swords.
Kinda was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked over an oil lamp and, Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
Okay, perhaps the fire was used to hide the truth.
An interesting explanation. I was also considering this possibility. Amenoma Yuya is an expert on swords. He could have noticed some problematic details about Mr. Nagato's collectibles. Maybe he recognized the blade as a fake, or a well-known stolen item.
Oh.
Either way, after arguing about it, the two men agreed to hide the truth of this matter. They thought a fire would destroy everything. But then the Tenryou Commission began investigating and uncovered some incriminating details, so they fled to protect their secrets.
Why is no one thinking one of them died during the fire?
It's a far-fetched theory. I can't imagine how they would have been able to reach an agreement. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Amenoma Yuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato is introverted and passive. Neither seems like the type of person who is inclined towards initiating conflict. Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fire. The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just what could have happened there?
Also, not related to the guy who attacked me.
Right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other details that we've learned seem to link the two events together. Amenoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Amenoma art, not those of the combat-oriented Ishin art.
Darn! We thought we could get two birds with one stone here, but at this rate, it's starting to look like a wild goose chase.
Let's keep going, since we've come this far. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Okay, but where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse.
I vote we go to
There's
Las
still a chance
Vegas.
We may be able to find some shreds of evidence.
All right, through the mist, the name unveiled. Go to the house where the fire broke out. Yay. Oh, that's wait. Eh?
Make my escape.
There's a warehouse down there? Kiddie pool. Ah, wait, I need a certain dog. Good dog. Oh, cool! With Hydro, my ball actually becomes blue. Aww.
Wait. I hear something ominous in the wind.
It's Canada.
This must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear. As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
I knew we could count on you.
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound. It's right around here somewhere.
Wait, scent?
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in. It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the Tatarigami.
The what now?
Indeed. But this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our investigation. We should remain vigilant and approach slowly.
Huh. So it's an underground warehouse.
The force is definitely coming from down below. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place. But the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here for a very long time.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy at that time.
Wait, someone should have noticed, right?
From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into violent monsters. But most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will.
Oh, collecting.
Their interests become fanatical obsessions.
Okay, that sounds
Mr.
accurate.
Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder, amassing more and more possessions, even as he put himself in grave debt.
Okay, that makes sense.
So what should we do now? Go down and take a look?
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside.
Okay, go ahead.
If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the truth. You needn't worry. Both of us have faced far greater dangers than this. Relatively speaking, the risk here is trivial. Huh.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
So, in the end, it's not sure it's a good or bad thing.
That was too scary! Paimon was so sure that the warehouse boogeyman was about to jump out at us!
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy's source left this place. 2 ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. I fear much misfortune has already befallen them.
You know what? Let's hurry.
Yes, let's go. If nothing else, it's vital that we find out where this Tatarigami energy is coming from. Quiet your mind and focus on what you sense around you. Perhaps you, too, will perceive its ominous presence in the wind.
Element aside. Follow the... Oh. That way.
And the way I go...
This way?
Let's find shelter, quick! Watering works on plants, but not people.
Oh, is it not this way? It was not this way. Follow the scent and look for clues. Sniff, sniff. Okay, now I have to go there. Man, they must be really stinking up the place if I can see the scent.
From this point, the trail appears to split into 2. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here and seems to be dissipating slowly.
Did they fuse?
Quite possibly. Let's search the area.
Okay.
Look at all those hilly churls. They're acting really strangely.
Wait, the hill trolls.
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Hi. Parish. Rolling around at the speed of sound.
Shine down!
Bye-bye. Oh, you're still alive? Oh, you want more? Sadly for you, it is raining, and I have Jung Yoon with me.
From whence you came!
Get fucked.
It's...
a body?
Look at this red stuff. What is it?
Show me, show me, show me, show me.
A letter, written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry, It must have been written quite some time ago.
Okay.
Well, let's take a look.
I am Nagato. I was wounded by Amino Yue. He took my most precious blade. I chased him, but could not catch him. I lay down here to rest on the account of my exhaustion. I thought I might croak right here. My stomach kept on bleeding. But it seems that some strange power has sustained me. Why did he steal that blade? I was gonna sell it to him. He even burned my warehouse. Oh, fuck. It hurts. Sorry, I didn't see the redeem. What will happen to Sachiko, Yuji? I'm sorry to them. I really am. Only now do I realize how stuck I was in my ways. I was. Now blind by my obsession. I must have been cursed. I collected all that strange and bizarre things. And now they want me not one iota of happiness or warmth. Order.
According to this letter, a conflict arose because Amenoma Yuya wanted to seize a blade belonging to Mr. Nagato. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here to write this letter when his strength gave out.
So, where is he?
He did.
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of monsters, and I'm afraid he may no longer be with us.
Oh.
Whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the hilly churls. There's nothing more for us to find here.
Let's ask the Tenryo Commission to do a thorough search later.
Yes. Right now, we need to uncover some more important truths. If Amenoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately, then the longer we take to find him, the more people risk meeting the same tragic end.
He did ask it why I wasn't wearing a vision, so...
Let's get moving!
It's not in his nature.
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami. For a practitioner of the martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be their pursuit of further power and skill. All the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected, it seems that now we know the thread that runs between them. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only explains the series of events leading to the two men's disappearance, but also zeroes in on the attacker's identity.
It is you, yes, it is.
Wait, you figured it out? So these two cases are connected after all?
It is that one blade we saw.
But it's something of an outlandish idea. I will only be able to confirm my suspicions once we've met him in person. On with the search. We must stay vigilant. At any point now, we may find ourselves in danger.
Oh. Let's go. Oh, crap. Missed a jump. Okay, following the clues. Whee!
He seems to have stayed here for a long time.
With this boat.
Here? Is there anything special about this place?
I mean, the view is great.
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sense that the aura may have lingered here at several different points in time.
Oh, so he comes back here.
Show yourself! It's no use hiding anymore.
Kaede Harakazua. It's you, at last.
Aha! So it is the same guy from before. What's your problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuha?
His hair is too fabulous.
There should be no enmity between us. If it is Amenoma Yuya that stands before us.
It's the
But what if
sword.
instead of facing Amenoma Yuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand.
Called it!
Now that you mention it, it is giving off a strange light.
I want it.
Whoa! Surely you don't mean... Are you serious?
We've met
The
zombies,
origami
ghosts,
energy
gods,
often lodges
dragons.
itself within physical objects, then works to subtly affect any living organisms in its vicinity. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind, and more recently using the sale as a means to affect, or rather as a means to occupy, Ame no Mayuya's body.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter.
I still don't know the why,
Many
though.
years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition.
Okay.
I was his pride and joy. In me, he placed all his hopes and dreams.
Misplitter-looking motherfucker.
As a descendant of the Kaedehara clan, you should be able to guess our greatest regret.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end, all he could do was to flee the nation by sea on a ship bound for Snezhnaya.
Oh, goody. Snezhnaya's gonna have samurais.
Of great renown, a master of his craft. There was nothing that he could not accomplish. All he needed was more time and a little faith. And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work, his wisdom, his skill, it culminated in his creation of me.
Man,
Not
someone has a
only
high ego
bestowed
for a
upon me
butter
the
knife.
greatest of strength, but also endowed me with a consciousness of my own. In her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but also an irreplaceable achievement in the art of blade forging.
So, swords can become conscious and control people?
This is not the weirdest thing
people
we've
at the
seen,
time in
Paimon.
which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one, but in all other respects an ordinary weapon. But that gave me the opportunity to take action. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person to the next, I controlled the minds of countless hosts along the way, each bringing me one step closer to my ancestral home.
I do like this little plotline, though.
I seek but one thing: to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power, the might of Ishin art.
So why are you after Kazuha?
So Ame no Mayuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission. When they got tired or injured,
Yeah,
or
you're not fair
unusable,
enough.
I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take me back to Inazuma.
You're awful.
After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Ame no Mayuya handed himself over to me on a silver platter. At long last, I'm approaching my journey's destination. By Ame no Mayuya's body, I have found you, and by your hand, I shall defeat the Raiden Shogun.
Pull like
Kaedehara Kazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. There can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come.
Punt him in the ocean.
Now, give your body over to me!
Night, night. Speak to you later, hero.
Illusion
Speaking of the Shogun, suck a spear.
Forth, my blade.
You hope.
Join me.
Wind
Sever
strike.
that divine light.
Ah, you prick.
Drop your weapons.
Submit to me.
You hope.
You shall rewrite history.
Shine down!
Join me and sever that divine light!
As one with wind and cloud!
Weeaboo fighting magic!
Do not stand in my way, or I will strike you down too!
Your bluff's fooling no one. You've lost.
Lost? I can never lose. It is this body that has reached its limit, nothing more. Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me, but this man.
Man, you're just a butter knife.
A puppet that can be replaced. I can take a new vessel at will.
Well, we can always just smash you.
The end result is the same. I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a finger.
Don't
and even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure. By any means necessary, and any medium available, I shall return and fulfill my destiny!
Your fighting style. It is indeed the forms of Ishin art. But from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and despair.
Really? You can tell all that just from his moves?
Even I could tell a little from that.
Before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Aminome Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts of the blade. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition. You believe I am your only hope.
Are you trying to claim that I am helpless without you?
Yes!
On his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin Art's secrets. The little that you know barely scratches the surface.
Yet we still kicked your ass!
In that regard, why would I ever need your help?
Because all of that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are indeed a cursed blade that can possess its owner. Now that I've seen inside your mind, everything finally makes sense. You weren't biding your time. You were trapped. After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to acquire a new host without making physical contact.
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his collectibles.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an opportunity to reach out to Aminome Yuya and make your escape.
And what of it?
Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you that is so strong it threatens to overwhelm you. You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. But this ambition is too grand and too heavy for you to bear. Each step you have taken has come at a great cost. I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward, the greater your fear of losing everything you had achieved grew. And the
He's
more
giving
you
a
wished
motivational
to run
speech
from the truth.
to a letter opener.
But the way I see it, what began as an ambition has long since become a delusional fantasy.
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away from achieving my goal.
You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art. But to make this arduous journey, you committed countless atrocities and showed a blatant disregard for human life. Even if you were to sever that divine light, is this truly the outcome that your maker would have desired?
You...
Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, you treated the ones who wielded you as mere tools to do your bidding. How could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you act in perfect discordance with the principle of harmony between a blade and its bearer?
Silence, you blabbering fool! I must achieve my goal. This was his life's dream, and the very purpose for which I was brought into being.
Yeah, tough luck.
I concede that you are most perceptive. You see my predicament clearly. But you also underestimate my resolve.
And you should face reality.
Easy for you to say.
Eat a
Facing
Snickers.
reality offers me nothing. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not hesitation, not self-reflection, and certainly not your so-called reality.
Emo swords.
It is pointless to argue further, descendant of the Kaedahara clan. If you wish to save this man, then offer me your body in exchange.
How stubbornly you stick to your wayward path. I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state. So let us make a bet, and I will put your strength to the test.
Oh?
What? Surely you're not planning to agree to his demands.
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blades. A taste of my power will more than convince you. Once we have dealt with them, we shall proceed to Tenshukaku.
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose, you must release Amenoma Yuya from your control.
I accept.
At least he has a little bit on her left.
Kazuha?
You're dealing with a cursed blade that can possess people.
This is the only way to save Amenoma Yuya. If we don't do this, he'll forever be the blade's puppet. The cursed blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. This suggests his heart is still not completely devoid of honor. The power of the
let's abuse that honor.
lies in intensifying existing obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Nagato and Amenoma Yuya fell prey to it. Since I don't have any similar kinds of obsessions, I should be able to put up some resistance for a while.
But even so...
Even if things take a turn for the worse, I still have you both here with me. We have a chance here to save an innocent victim. I am willing to accept the risks entailed.
You know what? I probably couldn't even stop you.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. I agreed to this bet because there are things I wish to learn too.
Like why children like the flavor of Cinnamon Toast Crunch? He's gonna fight me, isn't he?
Kazuha?
I'm okay. I felt a little dizzy at first, but only for a moment. It's all right.
Attaboy.
So far, this was as I expected.
If something feels off, let me know, Mila.
I will. Thank you.
What should we do next? Have you got a plan, Kazuha?
Now where's those homeless samurais?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced many real fights. If a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and bearer, it cannot unleash its true power. If he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it. He shouldn't last long in an intense combat situation.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the Raiden wants to fight.
Remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild.
Okay.
Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that secret base, it's been held by Ronin ever since.
Oh.
All right. Please lead the way.
What about Amenoma Yuya? What should we do with him?
The blade says he'll let Amenoma Yuya trail us silently. Although he hasn't regained his own consciousness yet, he is not in any immediate danger.
Are we sure this is a good idea? It's a pretty treacherous journey. Okay, fine. Just be careful.
Time to kill some Ronin. Let's see. Right there. Oh, it's right there. Oh, no, come on, climb! Safety. Okay, so this little one does have the best horizontal movement so far. But when it comes to vertical, the little cat still wins. Ooh. No! I wanted to grab my water boy again. Oh, it's a straight up Gaza
on this
trial.
journey to me.
Hello.
Into the wind.
Not sure where the fire came from, but I'll take it.
Finally, one with nature.
Oh, there's a little bit of vacuum energy there. Nice.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
The fairy.
I really wish I could have gotten the hand guards, though.
How are you feeling? You okay?
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expected. Having gone so long without proper use and maintenance, it's become very difficult to use. Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last much longer.
Something else on your mind?
How strange. Rather than trying to control me, he is instead trying to match my fighting rhythm.
Oh.
Let's keep going.
I mean, that's... Wait, that's not good. That is a... Ooh, treasure chest. I almost just ran past that one. What's up?
It's my lucky day.
Here, come over here. I do like his fighting style.
The wind knows me.
The wind knows you, really.
Wind and cloud.
Fire!
One with nature.
Whoa! Something's up with the blade.
Oh yeah, it isn't. It isn't as
I
bright.
sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade is becoming more and more difficult for me to wield. He cannot hold out much longer. If he keeps persisting, he will likely break apart at any moment.
Good.
But what would that do to Amanome Yuya?
The deal says he would let him go.
He also says he does not have any plans to give up easily. He's still trying to achieve his goal.
I mean, I respect the determination, but not the method. Any treasure chests? Nope. Door of Resurrection. Nah, don't worry, it's not an ambush.
Wind strike.
You missed. Wait. What's the weapon called? Prized Ishin Blade. Wandering strike when a normal charge or plunging attack hits an opponent, it will release an accursed spirit, dealing AoE damage. Oh!
The wind knows me.
Ah, you prick.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Is there more?
Are you okay? It looked like you were really struggling the entire fight.
Yes. And it looks like he's reached his limit.
The sheen's grown a bit dimmer again. It doesn't look anywhere near as impressive as it did at the start.
Perhaps this time, we'll finally have a chance to see his true form.
Elaborate.
True form? What are you talking about? Huh? What the? Is this the same blade as before? It looks like a piece of junk.
Oh, it is an old blade. It does look kind of cool with the scars, though.
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, You wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai and Kairagi, much less the almighty Shogun. Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But the long journey from Snezhnaya back to Inazuma has left you battered and broken. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy.
Do you think he actually will listen to you?
I finally figured out why it was that you agreed to my bet. You wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. For perhaps then you would still be able to wield commendable power. But regrettably, we are nothing alike. I will never understand your obstinacy and cruelty, nor can I empathize with the one who made you. The only one who truly understood you had already passed away by the time you were born.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
His maker.
There they are! Take them down!
Oh, hello!
Where do they keep coming from?
Okay, weapon swap.
Yep, we can help this time.
Don't worry. I'll use my own blade. It's just more of the same.
Oh.
One with nature.
Plunging attack? Oh, right, the fillet blade.
Into the wind.
Oh, no.
Time to go.
You missed.
The wind knows me.
You fought way better with your own sword.
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in spirit. Though we fought briefly together, you have seen me for who I really am.
He has read you like a book the entire time.
No one knew anything of my story throughout my travels, nor did I tell it to anyone. You are the first person to know the truth. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with you, perhaps there would still be a ray of hope for me.
Nah.
But in this too, you have failed.
Indeed. No matter how hard I tried, I could not attain that perfect harmony that your personal blade does with you. Too much time has passed. My physical state is poor, and without proper maintenance, I can only disguise my true appearance behind an outer sheen. Yours is the blade that took on the Muso no Hitotachi. And what a magnificent blade it is. Perhaps I shall never reach that level of glory.
Actually, this is just a generic blade that I picked up during my travels in Liyue.
What?
Forging and maintenance are both important for a blade, but they are not everything. This blade has traveled the land with me for many years, and we have formed a close bond during that time. Plus, in the moment that I most needed it, I received aid from another power.
Second vision,
Skill,
baby.
blade, determination, and desire. All these must be aligned in the practice of Ishin art. There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, your ability to possess your own consciousness derived from the power of the Tatarigami. Tatarigami is a malevolence from the ancient past. It is the source of your mania and savagery.
Oh.
Though you tried to cooperate with me while I was wielding you, the part of you driven by Tatarigami was constantly trying to seize control of my body.
I sensed it, but I couldn't change it. It is an integral part of my consciousness.
I resisted its temptations because I wanted to save Amenoma Yuya. But I do not know whether you yourself have any intention of trying to fight it. I feel a great sense of regret for you. Since you embarked on a journey bound for a destination you were destined never to reach. The moment you embarked on this journey, you lost the only person who could have ever unleashed your true potential. And yet there was no way for you to turn your back on his ambition.
Oof.
You have known this for a long time. It is the true source of your despair.
He gave me everything. My life, my form, my consciousness, and purpose. How could I possibly deny him his wish?
I still kind of want the sword. It still looks cool.
Worry. From here
It might be a
on, I
dull
shall
misplayer,
forge
but
your
still.
legacy. How could I go back on my word?
I believe our bet is now settled. I have nothing further to say.
You are low-key savage. You know that, Kazuya?
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause further harm. Let's give him some time to reflect on things.
Do not commit the seppuku.
When I touched the hilt for the first time, it's as if I was transported to a strange dimension. It was somewhere I've never been. A bladesmith.
Oh shit, there's a treasure chest right there.
His frail face barely visible under the moonlight. His breaths were weak, and his life near its end. A newly forged blade lay by his side, listening attentively to his final words.
Wow. That was the Blade's memory, wasn't it?
Indeed. While in exile in Snezhnaya, the bladesmith eventually learned the truth behind everything that had happened. The Ishin art had been dealt a devastating blow by the desertion of its best smiths. He spent the rest of his life in the forge, not to vent his frustration and hatred, but to atone for his actions. He felt intense regret at being tricked by the Fatui, but he could never again return to his homeland. His sole wish was to one day return his single, proudest creation back to the land of his birth.
But
So
Snezhnaya
he
has
instructed
samurais,
this
right?
sentient blade to find a way back to Inazuma, no matter how long or how hard the journey. But he never wished to rival the gods. All he wanted to show was that they once shone brilliantly as blade and smith, that they were still worthy of being trusted.
So that's the true story. But after that, the blacksmith's intentions were warped by the Tatarigami, slowly turning his proud creation into the cursed blade of today.
Right.
Kind of an irony.
I believe the bladesmith might never have known that the power he worked with was that of the Tatarigami. The hatred within that power is what sent the blade down its ill-fated path. This blade has committed unforgivable atrocities, but only because it lost its original master. No one was there to correct its errors when it was losing its way.
Shame it's too late now.
Yes, it is too late.
I hope I
Time
can
would
still
not
pick up
wait
that
or
chest.
stop because of his determination. While the world moved on, his ambition remained stubbornly stuck at that fleeting moment at the dawn of his journey. He seems to have calmed down, though. Let's go and check in.
Please let me grab the treasure chest. There we go. I don't think I've missed any.
When I look back at the past, I can remember the day of my forging like it was just yesterday.
Man, he remembers the birth pounding
I
then.
would pay any price to fulfill his wishes. Such was the debt I owed to him for giving me the gift of consciousness. But darkness and slaughter numb the mind. Over time, I lost sight of the difference between gratitude and grudge. Not only did I fail to fulfill his ambition, I also defiled it.
You are finally seeing reality clearly.
Since we agreed to the terms of the bet, I will honor the agreement and release Amenoma Yuya. But I still cannot bring myself to forsake his ambition. It is the entire purpose for my existence. So,
weren't you eavesdropping at
may
least?
I ask you to help me fulfill the ambitions of myself and my creator.
Hey! Now you're adding yours into the mix, too? Jeez, don't push your luck, mister.
Do we have a
It has
reason to
be
say
done
yes?
in this order. At least hear what I have to say. And if you don't agree, I will still release Ame no Mayuya as promised.
Okay.
My physical form, as well as the knowledge I possess, should still be of some value to you.
His attitude has grown a lot milder.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Kazuha, should we give him a chance?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. When I was first forged, my maker was already terminally ill. He told me that he had wanted me to have the grandest opening battle. Alas, after that, he never rose from his sickbed again.
Ooh.
Nor have I ever had the chance to prove myself in battle since. My fights were devoid of any noble meaning. They were merely the next step in my never-ending journey. The next in a long line of transgressions. You are a fine warrior. I would like to request your hand in battle and experience a true duel between samurai.
Oh? And who would be the opponent?
I will release Ame no Mayuya and restore his consciousness. Perhaps after that, you can convince him to commit to a fight with you.
Oh.
He must have plenty of reasons to both hate me and desire a good fight.
Understood. Then let's start by waking him up and seeing if he has the stamina and will to fight.
We did kick his ass after all.
I see. He used my body to inflict harm on others. I utterly despise him and his actions. But since he stayed true to your agreement by releasing me, he must still have some remaining semblance of honor.
You Inazumans in your honor.
Set this state of affairs in order. I am willing to put myself forward. I do not wish to be a mere victim in this story.
Okay.
There's no need to worry. We'll vouch for your innocence to the Tenryo Commission.
Thanks for your help. Who knows how this would have ended without your intervention.
All right, then let's move on. More Ronin could appear at any moment. We can't stay here. In any case, for a final duel, I think we should aim for a greater sense of ceremony.
Oh. Where are you planning? Ooh, bigger treasure chest. Ooh, Sunset Showdown. Well, gotta go. Thanks for popping in, Achilles. See you Saturday.
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash.
That was a much more relaxed occasion.
Yep, we still can't let our guard down. Even now, Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that Blade hasn't told us everything. Still, even if he's way past the point of redemption, it's hard not to feel a teensy bit sorry for him. Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. All right then. Successor of Ishin art, Kaedahara Kazuha.
Will it be a
Successor
cinematic
of
fight, or
Ame no
will I actually have to fight?
Ame no Mayuya.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
Actual fight.
Into the wind.
Oh, get over here. Wait, does it still have the same... When a normal... Yeah, it still does.
The wind knows
Ah, you prick! Get back here. What was his style about again?
As one with wind and cloud.
Oh, wait, where the fuck are you? Get back here!
One with...
Thank you for the experience. Although he appears battered and broken, in your hands it seems he's regained a glimmer of brilliance. His sense of savage cruelty has completely faded away. But that same sense of determination remains strong.
You also fought well. I'm sure he relished the experience. There are a few things that I shall leave him to tell you himself.
I must apologize to you for all that has transpired.
You need not seek my forgiveness. Nor do I have the right to forgive you on your victim's behalf. It is too late for all of that.
Yeah,
I do
you
not
sinned.
wish for forgiveness. I only hope that you will see my transgressions as mine alone, and not let them stain the legacy of Ishin art. I strayed far from the straight and narrow path, but the Ishin art still has a worthy successor in Kaedehara Kazuha. I beseech you, please understand this.
Yes. I too trust Mr. Kaedehara to do the right thing.
Thank you, successor of Amenoma art.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. He would like to visit the Amenoma smithy. Maybe we can go back there together.
Okay.
What does he want to go there for?
Be turned into a different
I'm
blade?
not sure, but I think that all this is a...
Ooh, the thing's almost over. Just grab some seagrass.
Can't touch me.
Da, 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 da. Okay, Inazuma is pretty, but I still wouldn't want to live here. Just give me Liyue or Fontaine. Hello.
Oh, it's Yuya. You have returned.
I am sorry to have troubled you. It's all thanks to them that I was able to return safely.
Yeah.
A prized Ishin blade. Turned weapon that controls the human mind.
Yeah.
Considering their forging philosophy, this was indeed within the realm of possibility. This is a great pity. But I have some good news as well. Ryuji, from the Bonton Sango Detective Agency, tells me that they've found the missing Mr. Nagato.
Oh shit, he was alive?
Is he okay?
Yes. Badly wounded, but he will live. And now that Yuya is back, it seems like the final ending to this story is a happy one after all.
I think I know what you want to do.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade whispering in your ear again?
Yes. He said he wants to take control of me for a brief moment.
What? No way! Hasn't it learned its lesson?
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill his maker's wish. And he assures me that he won't use my body for anything nefarious.
Kazuha, I will kick you in the gonads if I need to.
To let him do it.
Guess there's nothing we can say to change your mind, huh?
It's your choice.
Thank you. I will explain my reasons later. Okay. I am ready. Let us begin. Please, stay true to your promise.
Oh.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness.
Did we get a recipe to make a new sword?
You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind.
Bankai.
Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours.
Oh, it looks even cooler now that it's red instead of purple.
Rest in peace.
So, that's why he said it had to be done in that order. His consciousness will disappear forever after fulfilling the bladesmith's wish.
Kagotsurube Ishin. It was the first time I ever heard his name.
Yeah, that sounds like a Zanpakuto at this point.
He disapproved of his own actions, and thus chose to bury this name deep within his heart. Only in the final moments, before his consciousness faded, was he willing to entrust it to another.
Seems like he really, really wanted to fulfill his maker's wish.
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward also fueled the stubborn determination that blinded him to the path ahead. Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his mistakes than see him punished for them.
Remnants of defeated gods are nothing to scoff at.
I understand. Perhaps this is a flaw in my personality. I've always been captivated by grand aspirations. Hearing his wish to rival the divine light touched something inside of me, just as the sight of those who fought to repeal the Vision Hunt decree did. Your quest to face the gods and trace your sibling inspires me in the same way.
Hells yeah.
After everything I've seen, perhaps these pursuits fascinate me a little more than they should.
Oh, Kazuha.
I will continue to support you from this point on. Know that you will have my assistance whenever you need it.
As Venti said, may the winds guide me.
Wait, shouldn't we also go update Kujo Kamaji?
No!
Oh, you're right. We need to tell him about the findings of our investigation.
I
And
thought
it's
I was
also
done.
time to give him a response to the offer he made me.
I think I at least will be able to finish the story now. Come on, Sayu. Keep rolling. Time to summon the Order of the Oh, hi, Cortez. You missed the majority of what I've done today. How's it going?
Can't touch me. Make my escape.
Make my escape. As long as I'm okay, losing my mind one day at a time. That's the spirits! Wait, where did I have to go?
And away I go.
Damn it, I rolled past him. Oh. The answer is simple, because I can do this. Whee! Also, it's just fun to roll around.
Can't touch me.
You've returned. I hear that the issue has been resolved. Though this was a treacherous investigation indeed, we're most fortunate that no lives were lost. The Tenryou Commission has already attended to the danger at the warehouse. The investigation into Amanoma Yuya should conclude soon.
Ah, you're back.
I do not believe he will be charged with any crime.
Wow, you sure kept your ear to the ground.
Then we needn't recount all the
Behold,
details again.
Canadian ether.
Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer. Please, take a look at this blade.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin. A weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaidahara clan. By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to
He said it was a
recover
blade.
and restore
It
him.
is.
I also promised him that I will continue to study and pass on the secrets of Ishin art. And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my journey across the nations, learning more about this blade as I go.
Oh, reversed.
I see.
You're gonna reverse its journey.
I understand.
The Kaidahara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths, so it is only proper for me to continue on this path. Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya. That would not suit me.
Fair.
You misunderstand. That was most certainly not our intent.
I am aware, but I still desire to continue walking my own path.
Very well. I can understand. Then let's pretend this offer was never raised. However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself in need of the Shogunate's assistance, please do not hesitate to inform me.
Great. Thank you for your generosity.
Where will you travel to next, Kazuha?
Depends where the pirates go.
I'll probably take to the seas with Captain Beto again for now.
Good choice.
As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
The Switch is pissing me off because I got the stupid issue which a year ago can't use the SD card.
You must have a whole bunch of questions after our last conversation with Nahida. Paimon was ready to ask her a million more questions, but didn't want to seem too pushy.
Wait, Nahida?
Like, about these descenders. So, does that just mean people like you who come traveling to Teyvat from someplace else? And as for your sister... Whew, so many questions. Let's go find Nahida and see what else we can find out.
Why suddenly tell me to go to Nahida? Wait. Okay. I guess next week I'm gonna... After I paid $40 for it. Yeah! But, Cortez, I do appreciate you popping in, but we are gonna raid somebody. Let's see who is... Okay, we either go to a chill artist, or a dude playing Fallout 4 survival mode. Which one do you prefer? Cortez?
And away I go!
You know, let's just raid into the usual cap.
My apologies. Kamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission.
And we're gonna be raiding into Lady Nanaki, who's currently working on viewers' OCs and also taking commissions. So to everyone who's still in chat, thanks for dropping in. Thanks for popping by. It has been fun. Bye-bye.